Looks as though, let's see, Daniel Truman is on pole position with Pete O'Connor. Looks like Dan Healy and Stuart Martin on row number 2. Tyler Mays, Jonathan Lissiter look like they're our 3rd row. Jack Harding, Steve Brown, Darren Teal, James Hattersley, David Longman, Ian Blake, Ben Yarwood, Jay Elliott, Brandon Williams and Joe Holmes. Starts at the back. I suspect he won't finish there. Say hello to your clerk of the course, Andy Cowell. Hey! Live and direct from Ellough Park. I think that puts a little bit of weight on him there, the camera. I know that's a bit rich coming from me. So here we go then. Heat number 1. Please share the stream everywhere while we're running. The charge down to turn 1. Who's going to get the whole shot? It's Truman. It's side by side with O'Connor, who's going to get a run off the corner. And O'Connor's going to tip in first to turn 2, into 3, into the new turn 4 complex. Hard on the brakes, and Martin's down the inside of Truman. Might give a run to Healy behind. O'Connor breaking clear as Martin moves into 2nd. Through 5, 6. Hard on the brakes for 7. I'm calling that 7 today. Should we call it 8, or should we call this 8? I think we're going to call that 9. Dive bomb. 9. And turn 10, the last corner. Truman hanging on, seeing off Jonathan Lissiter, and it's O'Connor leading from Dan Truman as they go charging down to turn 1, trying to pick up spots. There's a little bit of shenanigans going on there. David Longman in the blue losing out there to Joe Holmes, making progress. Ian Blake's with him as well. Jay Elliott in the mix as well. Holmes down the inside of Ian Blake. That's a championship battle right there. Back up front, it's O'Connor leading. Martin under pressure from Daniel Healy into turn 7. No, 8. Turn 9. Oh, look, he's going to have to be banished. It's still O'Connor leading out of the last corner. Truman's trying to hold off Jack Harding in his traditional Tony Kart suit. Harding down the inside of Truman, gets it done into turn 1, and that moves him up into 6th place. Birthday boy Darren Teal moves on to Truman's bumper, and there's the reigning champion. A first sight of him, flush with dollars from a good result at Le Mans in the Forza competition. That is our reigning champion, Steve Brown. But he's losing out to Jay Elliott. No, that's not Jay Elliott, that's James Hattersley in a new race suit. You don't fool me. Do the switchback, and Teal's picked off Daniel Truman, the pole man, sliding backwards through this one. Oh, the Cowell! And another lap goes in the books, and it's O'Connor leading by 0.4 of a second from Stuart Martin. Dan Healy on his bumper. We're looking for some action. And Truman under pressure now from James Hattersley in kart number 11. This is now the fight for 8th place. And Hattersley goes through. I figure Dan Truman's going to be complaining about that kart. I think that might get taken to the testers. He loses out to Steve Brown as well, and another lap is about to go in the books, and O'Connor now is beginning to come under pressure from Stuart Martin, who's being pushed on by Dan Healy. We have a 3-way fight for the lead. Onto the back straight, if you like, into turn 2. Double apex with 3. Into turn 4, I'm ignoring that kink. That's turn 4 for me. And then into the flat-out turn 5. And O'Connor now has Martin in the slipstream. As they go into 6, 7, it's game on at the front as O'Connor goes deep. 8, turn 9. It's not quite there. Turn 10, onto another lap. It's going to happen down at turn 1. Martin now looking for the lead. There's a penalty board there. O'Connor goes narrow to cover him off. Hard on his bumper. I can see Dan Healy taking the spoils here as Martin throws one down the inside and runs the pair of them wide. O'Connor leads out of turn 4. 3 minutes left of this first heat, and it's a three-way fight for the lead. Game on, Healy down the inside of Martin. This is a godsend for Pete O'Connor to hang on to the lead here. He pulls out 3 kart lengths immediately as Martin is forced to defend. I can tell you behind, there's a battle on. Listener trying to go down the inside of Tyler Mays. That's for about 5th place, and he's going to go through. Nothing's happened up front, you haven't missed it. Mays still hanging on into turn 4, but it's done now. 2 minutes 20 left. I reckon that's, what's that, at a 52nd lap, that's about 3 laps left. Maybe it's 2.5. Is Healy going to try again? No, Martin's going to hold him off. Did I see the final lap board there? No, it was a warning for track limits. So 2 laps left. Oh, 2 3/4. O'Connor leads Martin and Healy. Who's going to pull the trigger this time? Is it going to be Healy into turn 4? Yes, it is. Down the inside he goes. Clean as you like, and that might just be enough for Pete O'Connor as Martin tries to come back at Healy. It is. Pete O'Connor's going to win this one. Oh, and Martin runs Healy out wide, and what kart control. Healy gathers it up. Fortunately, the track and the grass particularly is fairly dry. Pete O'Connor is going to win heat number 1 ahead of Stuart Martin. I don't know if he's going to get away with that one. I think that was just about fair. Dan Healy is going to come through just to say in 3rd place ahead of Jack Harding. Oh no, another lap. Oh dear, I'm a bit rusty. So 1 more lap to go, and Pete O'Connor is now cruising to a first heat win here at Ellough Park. Stuart Martin has got 2nd place in the bag. I didn't see a penalty out over a start-finish, so that move was good. The battle is now 3rd place, Dan Healy and Jack Harding. And Harding is now within a kart length. He's probably going to get 1 shot into the last corner. Maybe he's down into the hairpin. Oh, Healy's gone in deep. A chance then for Harding to snatch 3rd. He's going through. Jack Harding moves up to 3rd place. And the final lap board is out this time. I don't believe this. What shocking commentary. I can't even read live timing. So 1 more lap. Healy looks over his shoulder, sees the time that he's got to make the move to get back into 3rd place when he was looking at going for the lead 3 laps ago. Big battle on behind. Lister leading out Teal, Brown, Mays, gap to Hattersley, under pressure from Blake. Haven't seen Joe Holmes. I wonder if he's being off the road. Well, Hattersley has fallen for Blake, so to speak. The final lap board is out. Pete O'Connor wins heat number 1. Stuart Martin is 2nd. Jack Harding hangs on for 3rd place, just ahead of Dan Healy. Jonathan Listener finishes 5th, Darren Teal, Steve Brown, Tyler Mays, Ian Blake, Jay Elliott, Brandon Williams, James Hattersley, and Joe Holmes can only manage 13th place. Ben Yarwood, Daniel Truman, and David Longman is your top 15. Right then, I think that was pretty good.